Hello guys, in today's video this is a follow-up to the previous expose because recently more evidence got dropped, and I also want to show you guys a video that was linked to the whole ordeal and a leaked staff chat alongside me covering like a few of my comments, because I've seen a bit of people starting to defend Deer and try to say that what they did is fine and that they just need to improve from it and all this type of shit. And it just baffles me that people think that it's okay for people to be doing this and just excusing it so freely. I don't know why you think that's an okay thing to do. You are giving them a getaway free pass from grooming 11-year-olds. This is genuinely disgusting. I don't know why you guys are doing this. There is no reason for you to be defending them right now. Especially after what I show you today. I think it's going to get a lot worse. And I feel as though you're going to see something that you don't want to see for today. I'm not going to show anything inappropriate in this video, of course. I don't want to expose anyone under the age to see anything degenerate or anything like that. It warps the brain, it fucks you up, and it's just going to expose you to things that you shouldn't be seeing at such a young age. So I do advise that if you are under the age, or if you're not, if you're sensitive to this type of stuff, I'd recommend you just don't look at any of the proof that I will be showing later on. And just don't check the description, because I will be linking like the tweet and other shit in the description for other people to see, just to make their own evaluations on this type of ordeal. But recently, the Twitter, it got updated. A part 2 came out with a lot more weird shit that got exposed on them, and it's kind of crazy. For the first part, it's mostly just them being exposed for racism, like them saying racist remarks towards black people, and making a find courage for Travis Fent obby. This isn't a good thing to be doing. You're the owner of a massive game, and you're doing this. It's just not a good thing. It's not a good impression to leave on others. That's just my take on it. It gets worse. It definitely gets worse. The second thing they cover is Deer following age players on Twitter. Like, there is legitimate proof of Deer following people who draw age player art or other weird shit like that. Like the type of stuff you'd see in condo games. I'm sorry, but like, it makes more sense now, doesn't it? Because they had a drama regarding condos, and now they get exposed for following an age play. I don't know, man. This just seems really degenerate. I don't know. What the hell is happening, dude? It's disgusting. It's actually like, it's a person in a diaper, like wearing a. It's gross, man. It's fucking gross. And this looks like a fucking adult doing this shit too. It's disgusting. And then they get more DMs exposed of them sending other people like more NSFW and shit like that. The main thing of it is bestiality this time. It's bestiality. They're sending porn of Pokemon and of like adult Deer characters naked and sucking an eggplant, I suppose. That's the PG way to say it. And then they send Hitler porn. Hitler porn. I'm not even lying. They outright send someone fucking Hitler porn. We don't know if this is an 11-year-old that they send it to, but them just sending this shit, this is terrible. This is genuinely disgusting. I know I say that word a lot, but there's no other word to frame on this. This is just disturbing. And then they get exposed for more weird shit that they were sending. I think I want to read this one out. Quote unquote, from Dear SXS at 10/1/25, 7:44 a.m. Quote unquote, Rick and Morty Smith having sex with a giant horse, dingling, pulverizing a steamed ham on the dinner table with explosions in the background. End quote. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is why? Why do you this is just fucking gross. It's genuinely disgusting. It's I'm disturbed. I'm genuinely disturbed. And then they send another thing where it's a fucking human dude, which I'm assuming he's, I don't know, man, but it's a video clip of them sending some, not a video clip, but it's them sending someone, a naked man, I think on top of a fucking dildo. I don't know the exact thing of this. It is censored, but you can still make out what the fuck is happening. It's just gross. It is so fucking gross. I'm genuinely gonna have to bleach out my eyes after all this shit. It's disturbing. And then they have more proof of Deer admitting that they were sending this shit to an 11-year-old or someone under the age of 13. Like, they have this from, okay, this is the other person, quote, begin quote, of him trying to act like he did nothing wrong, end quote. And then Deer responds to this, it is a blocked message as well, quote unquote, he was also lying, he was younger, I don't know why he's saying he's 13. He knew they were under the age of 13. No, not he, but she. Deer knew that the person they were sending this degenerate ass shit to was under the age of 13. There is a fucking photo proof of them admitting to this shit. This is just disgusting. I don't know how people are defending this shit. This is fucking disgusting. They have photo proof. They have evidence of them admitting to this stuff as well. And people are still defending them. What the fuck? It's disgusting. And then, another thing they attach to this whole thread that they have on the expose, quote unquote, not related to Deer, kinda, but the person who was defending them was found in condo servers. Like, I'm sorry? This is just fucking disturbing, dude. I don't know what to say, man. It's fucking gross. And another thing they cover on this later on, people are being silenced for talking about this, by the way. To my knowledge, 2 people have had their videos mass reported for talking out about this. So people are actively getting their videos removed whenever they talk about this content, meaning they are actively trying to silence people from speaking out about these deplorable and terrible actions that Deer has been taking. Like, what the fuck? This is just terrible. It's actually terrible. I don't know how people are just defending this when it just keeps getting worse by the day. Sooner or later, you know, there's gonna be even more evidence dropping, and it's gonna get even worse. I don't know. And for what I've seen in the Yours Homer Discord, I've been sent screenshots from within it. They keep saying that Deer might make a public response, but it's a might. And if I'm being honest, I don't even think Deer is gonna be giving up their position as owner. But this is what Dude MI1 has stated in their Discord. Quote unquote, I'm very sorry, but we're gonna have to extend this. She will be apologizing sooner or later, but she needs time. I don't know who will step down or not, but it is plausible for her to do that. In my personal opinion, yes, for something like this, she should probably give someone else owner. The game's direction is not changing, however. I don't believe this. I don't believe this at all, and you're gonna see why. Because I have a video that shows the leaked staff chat from the You vs. Homer Discord, and it has some of the most disgusting shit I've seen, and it shows their position and how they see this overall ordeal. And afterwards, after their video was posted, by the way, they were demoted in the You vs. Homer Discord as well. So I'm just gonna show you it now. This is from, his name is Bart. The more You vs. Homer admin leaks. We're just gonna be watching it now, okay? This is the leaked admin chat. We can pause at any moment, and you can see like a lot of terrible shit going on. They sometimes pause in some of these places, but it gets bad. For the most part, this isn't getting into anything yet. We just gotta wait for him to scroll around and go towards it. Okay. They point out that this one person, I can't see their name, but it is blurred. I think it says VIP. I don't know exactly. But they quote unquote, yes, dude, a 14-year-old groomed a 14-year-old. That's what Benjamin Netanyahu told me to say. Don't shoot the messenger. They're actively joking about this situation. They don't give a fuck. They actually just don't give a fuck about what is happening. Oh my gosh. And whenever it comes to the new owner, this is what they're saying. Someone named Miss Simeon says the only thing that could help is new owner. They think that that's like the only way to get rid of this entire drama. But I don't think that's going to happen, because you want to know what they say? They say don't get trolled into thinking like this. And other people say, Zixor, if you didn't know there was some drama involving Deer, I was also confused. But they just actively say that they're just going to ignore this entire drama and just get away with it. That's their entire mindset behind this entire ordeal. And it's just fucking nasty. It's crazy. We're going to wait for the next pause. He's still on that. Okay. We'll wait then. And later on in this video, you can tell that they do get caught in the middle of like them stalking this whole ordeal and trying to publicize this. He's got to wait down. Okay. From Dear SXS, I don't know, Avi, I'd rather go down than pussy out. I doubt even a response would lighten them. This isn't pussing out. Lock the server down and just work on the game as usual. Ignore the shit on Twitter. A response never works. All allegations are fake and you didn't do anything wrong. You have to realize people fucking love controversy. It's a drug. They're saying this after Deer admitted to all this fucking shit. They are telling Deer to not give a fuck about the expose and all of this shit because it's fake, when there is fucking evidence of all of this shit. There is video evidence of this. And then, next thing they say, my suggestion is lock this server down, make it read-only, do what Forsaken did, and just keep the game running as usual. This is the safest, foolproof way. No ownership transferring. We're not falling into the footsteps of Soul, who did the giant blunder of giving the community leverage in a situation like this. When you do this, you'll realize all of it is just noise on Twitter. And then they tell Avi, I can't really do stuff. I'm baffled. I'm baffled. And then someone else says, I don't know how to feel about the situation either. I was Hitler when I was 14. She'd probably learn in the future either way. Like, this isn't in the future. This isn't in 3 years. This shit is happening right now. This is what they were doing right now. And they got exposed for it. Because they were doing this in like, not even fucking 5 months ago. It's been like 4 months ago when they're doing this shit. What? Like, no. You don't just say, oh, you can improve from this. Oh, you'll grow up. It's just a phase. It's just a phase. No, this is not a fucking phase. This isn't fucking normal. And you shouldn't be acting like it is. And I'm just showing you guys this just to prove that they don't give a fuck about what you try to do. They just know that ASIM players in general are gonna play their game anyways. And they're just taking advantage of that fact. They don't give a fuck. I'm telling you straight up. These guys do not give a fuck. Same with Soul, same with Basil, same with Hitoko, same with every single fucking controversial ASIM dev or anything like that. They don't care because they know people are just gonna play their game anyways. And there's proof. There is proof. A lot of people in my comments have said, oh, we don't care about this drama. We're still gonna play the game anyways. It's not drama. It's an expose of them doing some degenerate behavior and actively coercing someone into thinking that sending porn and other degenerate shit is okay. That's textbook fucking grooming. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. And they just know people don't care. They know people don't fucking care. And so they're probably going to get away with this. Deer's probably going to stay as owner. I doubt they're even going to change ownership. I'm being so dead ass. But from what I know, my video and other people who have covered this topic, they have pressured them more to trying to force out a response. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Deer is gonna respond, nor are they gonna revoke ownership. I'm being so for real here. Anywho, let's continue on with this video. It's crazy. It's genuinely crazy to me. And then they have this person name dropped up. I don't know who this person is, but yeah. We gotta wait for them to pause. There's nothing important there. Some lyrics called the other way. So that Deer talks has tried to defend herself. She gave me additional context on the situation. It's more than black and white. So it happens when someone who owns a famous game makes a Discord server for the game and gets exposed. People are calling it Deer a pedo and pred, by the way. What they've done is predatory behavior. It's just fucking disgusting. And then they respond, I don't think they understand the concept of pedophilia. It's a fucking 15-year-old. You think that someone who, I don't know if they're in high school or not, but I'd assume they're a high schooler. You think they don't know the fucking concept of pedophilia? Just get that through your head. They're gonna find any way to excuse this shit. They will do anything possible just to give them the upper hand in this situation. They don't care. They genuinely do not care, and they just are in this for the fucking money, or they're just heavily associated and friends with this person. And we'll continue here. We'll continue here. Chalice and some other people leaked messages, and then they link the Twitter that I had showed you guys in the description of my previous video. I'll also link the new one soon too. And then in their notepad, they bring they talk about how they know they're being watched at this point. Yeah, they admit that they think they know that about what they are doing. It's disgusting. And then I see Rob talk. Okay, wait. We're gonna start from Blanker. Deer might not be here to give it back. Can I hear the news? Deer 15 sent porn and stuff to people under 13, admitted to it. So we're doing damage control and trying to either get Deer off the team or to delete the game. Overall, I don't think this is enough, in my opinion. I think there needs to be more drastic measures. I think Deer needs to be taken the fuck off the internet. And they need, to serve some fucking prison time. They could go to juvie for this shit, by the way. This isn't fucking normal. This isn't okay shit to do. And then Rob Top says, okay, I feel the threat is a nothing burger, but the first few things are definitely serious. Screenshot Deer saying the F slur when they can reclaim it. Hopefully, I think. I don't believe in the idea of reclaiming. I think it's either everyone can say it or no one can say it. I don't really want to get into that further, but I don't know, man. Trying to use that as a way to defend your overall team is just really stupid. Rob, you can make a stage right. Can you make one and just disable chat or something? I think this is when they made that one chat, when they were talking about the whole Deer thing. And then they go on further, scroll around. I think they had a response to Jackie in one of them as well. I think that's one's also kind of important to know. Just show you their overall idea on this. I think we should start taking the server more seriously now. This is a fucking 100k member server. Stop paying 10k people back and forth. Talking sneak peeks and making jokes. Okay. That's basically nothing burger there. Okay. This is the real shit. This is actually when it gets into the real deal. From Avi. Also, don't ever do what Soul did, which is selling the game because the community pressured you into doing so. You'd be willingly giving them leverage over you. Soul is just the prime example of how shit can hit the fan instantly when you don't hide your past. In fact, before Forsaken's release, Soul announced to everyone apologizing for his past actions, not knowing that this only worked because the community was small and understanding. Once you have a broader reach, you have Arsler with their moral compass up their ass chasing you. Deer said, I was never cut up on Soul shit since I rarely played the game. Was edgy at 14, people went after him, allegations turned into people saying Soul is a pedo, literally just turned 18 last year by the way, and a groomer, no proof of that. and some even went as far to say he's a murderer, misinterpreting the situation with Fungus. Soul got outed for murdering a fucking dog, by the way. I don't know if that was true or not, but from my insiders and from what I've gotten, Soul killed a fucking dog. Over Forsaken, by the way. And then Deer says, I see. Avi responds, people just spew a bunch of bullshit and there's nothing you can do about it. All you can do is prevent it from happening in the first place. Deer says, people seem to think our game is literally a bear template game place file, which is an annoying controversy. Your game literally is just a copy of fucking bear. I don't need to say more on that. It just relies on an IP to get big. And then Avi says, people don't care about this. Is exactly what happened to Soul, and it might just happen to Deer. Dude, you sent me porn when you were 14, like 6 years ago. You shouldn't have a platform. Stupid shit. People, because everyone lost the concept of not your personal army. So when some vigilante with the following steps up and goes, look, the owner of this game is a pedophile, all the fans start blindly believing it and blowing shit way out of proportion. When they did this, not even 5 fucking months ago, they are doing whatever method they can to try and, like, honey glaze Deer here to try to make them think that they're in the right, that they are okay, that this is just some silly fucking mistake that every 15 to 16-year-old makes. Everyone makes this mistake. No, not everyone makes this fucking mistake. People are fucking normal and don't plan on sending people fucking pornography. I'm sorry, that's not normal. Continuing on. Yeah, I'm gonna look shitty from stuff I did when I was like 12, bro. Bro, you were doing this shit not too long ago. Holy fuck. If there's more shit from them doing this, then that's kind of fucking crazy. And then, let's read what they highlighted there. Yes, I'm not gonna deny them. The person that's leading them is worse than my ass. They did the same shit and were racist as fuck. Then when I cut contact, they're getting mad at me. No. No, this is fucking stupid. You're excusing your actions by putting blame onto others. That is just a terrible way to get away from this. Also, this is that. Oh, I did want to show this. Let me go back a bit so I can show you like the full thingy. Okay, this is their response to the Jackie tweet where they were pinging like Disney and other major companies. This was their response to this. Gonna happen sooner or later. Brace for impact. I advise you all go full Jew mode and monetize everything. Squeeze every last penny out of this game. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know that this game hinges on a fucking IP to get popular. They are literally just doing this for the fucking money. They don't care about anyone. They don't care for victims. They don't care for shit. They only do this for fucking money. And then they just say like, careful Arsler to Deer. Initiate Ultra Jew mode and make as much money as possible. If you're lucky, that tweet's just gonna get ignored, but be careful, seriously. If you sent porn to someone 6 years ago, that's gonna get, I don't know what the fuck they said. But this was fucking recent when they did this shit. I'm sorry, that's fucking crazy. That's just downright insane. And then I go to see Jackie's tweet. Also, I would advise you don't check Jackie's account and post some weird shit. But yeah, I think after this, it doesn't really go into like the current drama anymore, because this is like not during that time frame afterwards. But still, it's pretty important to note that a lot of this shit that's happening, it's fucking disgusting. It's genuinely disturbing, and that's the end of it. Yeah. Overall, that is what I wanted to cover today. I wanted to make it more well known. I wanted to publish this video just to like let people know about this other video by Bart, and to let others know that there is a part 2 and there's other shit going on. It's very important that people know about this, in my eyes. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of it. Please help the cause and publicize and try to spread the knowledge further to other people. I would recommend you also promote Bart's video with the more Uverse Homer admin leaks. I think it's very important that we do so to help boost their popularity and just let others know about the shit that's happening behind the scenes. So yeah, that's gonna be the end of it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.